Welcome to part 2 of our 3-part series on the Gothic Victorian Halloween cake with marshmallow cobwebs. If you haven't yet seen the first part, which is the recipes, go check it out for some delicious brown butter, cream cheese frosting, apple pie apple butter filling, and a spice cake to die for. In this part of the series, you're going to see how to decorate this cake Victorian style. To mark the cake, use a piece of wax paper on top and fold it into eighths, and you can use that as a guide. Then you can use cookie cutters of various sizes. I wanted to make a cameo type of design, so I'm using a cookie cutter for that, and the lines on the wax paper above as a guide as to where to put it. The round cookie cutter worked really well for the garlands. Now these are upside down garlands or arches, and a round tip for the borders. So this cake is kind of like a little mini wedding cake. It's for Halloween, but you could use this design for anything really. It doesn't have to be Halloween. Although I would go with the white frosting instead of a gray. The tombstones are going to be in the cameos. And I used a mold that I got from Amazon. And I think you can find them in my shop. Link is below. This is rose gold petal dust. And that's an accent which brings out the details on the tombstones. Add a little bit of buttercream and then push that right on there. I used a star tip for this, just a very basic outline. In the end, I ended up coming back in and redoing these to make them thicker. Because the tombstones were on the thick side, it needed to be a little thicker. And then this is a 103. It's an upside down ruffle. I will link to a recent video that I did with this kind of decoration on it, with a little more detailed explanations. Pick a round tip that you like as far as size goes and just make some dots. I believe this is a number 5. And a 352 leaf for this part here. I just wanted to give that space a little bit of filling without going overboard. And some little black roses, just little tiny 3 or 4 petals is all you really need for this. It's a very tiny cake, it's 6 inches. And at the bottom of each one of those, I thought it really added a nice little touch. For a nice finishing on the border on the bottom, I used a 103 for a ruffle. And that just gave it an extra little thickness. And then I went in and touched up with the cameos. I just basically did some little swirls in there. And that's a star tip as well. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we're going to show you how to do the marshmallow cobwebs.
Or like just told me to shut everything off.